In today's video, I'm talking about sample edits. I'll be looking at what they are, why they can be of benefit both to the client and to the editor, how long you should expect a sample edit to be, and the question of whether or not you should pay for a sample edit. A sample edit is when you give your prospective editor a representative sample of your work from somewhere in the middle of it. The advantage of doing this is that you as a client get to see the level of intervention that an editor may give to your work. It can give you the opportunity to compare the work of several different editors if you're shopping around for the best fit. It also gives you a chance to see whether or not you like what they've done to your writing. Do you like how they've communicated their changes to you in the comments? Sometimes that's every bit as important as their technical ability as an editor. You want to be sure that you're on the same wavelength and that you're going to get on with them. As an editor, a sample edit gives me the opportunity to properly assess your work. I've spoken before about the difficulties in defining whether some work needs a copy edit or a proofread, and by doing a sample edit I get a chance to have a look at your work and see what needs to be done. This means I can assess how long it takes me to work on your writing, and therefore I can produce a much more accurate quote for you in terms of what it's going to cost you. So how long should it be? The length of text varies from one editor to another. Some will say that they'll edit 500 words. The average is probably round about 1,000, whereas some editors will offer to edit a certain number of pages for you. Again, as I've said before, be very clear exactly what is meant when you're discussing page numbers. So, sample edits. Are they free or is there a fee? Well, it depends on the editor. While some editors are happy to do a sample edit of a fixed length for free in exchange for the prospect of potentially getting new work, other editors are conscious that this takes away from the time they could be spending doing billable work, and therefore they will charge a fixed fee, which is often around 1 or 2 hours worth of their time. In this case, sometimes they will then offer to deduct that from their final quote should you go on to work with them, but this isn't guaranteed, so do make sure you're clear about it when you're discussing this. A final word of warning. The editing community is relatively small and we do talk to each other. And it has been known in the past for some people to try and get a book edited by sending different chapters to different editors for a free sample. Let me promise you that this will only end in disaster, as no two editors will edit in the same way and your manuscript will be a mess of inconsistencies with changing tone of voice. So please just don't do it. I hope that's given you a better idea of what a sample edit is and what you can expect from one. As ever, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more worry-free writing chat, and check out the description for more places where you can connect and chat to me. See you soon.